If you're a performer, I think we've all been hit pretty hard by this crazy pandemic. So I came up with 5 virtual jobs that you can do as a side hustle to make that moolah, you know? And I came up with these 5 jobs because I've tried a whole bunch of crazy virtual jobs in the past, and most of the jobs I'm going to mention right now, I've actually experienced, and I will give a ranking to how I feel about them. But before we get started, hi, I'm Noeli, and I dropped out of physical therapy school to become a circus performer. So if you want to see circus-related content, please subscribe and ring that bell so that you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. So let's get started. So the first job that you can do is transcribing. Transcribing is basically when you listen to audio files and type what you hear. You can go through platforms like TranscribeMe, Upwork, Freelancer.com to find transcription jobs. You'll make about $15 to $22 per hour starting out, and you get higher pay if you do transcribe for the medical and legal industries. So my experience with transcribing is that it's a lot harder than you think. Oftentimes you get audio files that are really bad quality and you can't really make out what the person is saying, which makes it hard to do your job. So this job is for someone who has really good auditory skills, who doesn't mind the repetitiveness of this type of work, and has a whole lot of attention to detail. So I rank this job a 4 out of 10. Another virtual job that you can do is selling clothes online. And the 2 most common platforms for selling clothes online are Depop and Poshmark. The difference between the 2 is that Depop is targeted more toward millennials and Gen Z. On this platform, you want to sell trendy and vintage clothing. And from what I've heard, it's more of curating your items toward a specific niche, like my store sells vintage t-shirts sort of vibes. While Poshmark is more known for getting rid of your old clothes. And the clothes that sell on Poshmark are usually preppier types of clothing. So think American Eagle, Old Navy, Princess Polly, those sort of brands. And from my experience with Poshmark and the experiences that I've read on the internet about Poshmark, you can make around $300 to $1,000 per month through Poshmark. From my experience with Poshmark, I think it's a lot of fun. I really do enjoy fashion, so I enjoyed running my own little fashion store and curating really cute pictures to sell my clothes on the internet. The only negative thing about selling clothes is that it's not truly remote because you have to go out of your house to get the USPS box to ship off the clothing. But really, that's not a big of a deal. So I give this job an 8 out of 10. The next job is becoming a virtual assistant. Some platforms that you can find virtual assisting job is through Upwork, Freelancer.com, and Fiverr. But keep in mind that Fiverr is known for paying their workers dirt cheap. And another way you can get a job as a virtual assistant, and I did this, is to ask around. If you know anyone who has a small business, a medium-sized business, a big business, maybe they'll need a virtual assistant. And it never hurts to ask around your current network of friends and family that you have. The average pay starting out for virtual assistants is about $15 to $25 per hour. And of course, you can go upward from there. The benefit of going through platforms like Upwork is that you can choose whether or not you want to work on short-term or long-term projects. And the benefit of asking around is that you'll probably be able to land a stable virtual assisting job. And when I wanted to make a little bit more money, I would stack on some short-term virtual assisting jobs through those platforms that I mentioned. So overall, I enjoyed the experience of virtual assisting, so I rank this a 9 out of 10. The 4th virtual job that you can do is VIP Kid. This is a platform where you can teach English to children in China online. This one does have requirements though. You need 2 years of experience teaching, mentoring, or coaching children. You do need a bachelor's degree or a 4-year degree from a university in any field or major. You also need to be able to work in the US or Canada, and you need good internet connection. You can make $20 per hour if you do hold 2 25-minute classes per hour. I actually don't have experience with VIP Kid, but I have heard great things about it. I've heard that you have great flexibility in your schedule, and it's really rewarding if you enjoy working with children. The only thing is that you have to wake up at crazy hours to fit the popular hours in China to accommodate your clients. I'm gonna rank this one out of what my friends say, so that's gonna be a 9 out of 10. The fifth job that you can do virtually is teaching online. If you've developed your craft and you enjoy teaching your craft, you can definitely do that online to a certain extent, and I'll explain what I mean in a little bit. So the different ways that you can teach online is through developing an online course, and you can go through platforms like Teachable, Kajabi, Skillshare, or if you like that one-on-one sort of feeling, then you can do private coaching through Zoom calls or Skype. I personally haven't started an online course, but I do have friends who have started them and thrived off of them. It honestly is a great way to get passive income. But the trade is that you have to put a lot of work into creating a really awesome course that is meant to be online. And something that I'm more familiar with is private coaching through Zoom calls. So I'll kind of be vulnerable and throw out my rate. I usually charge $100 per hour, but this may be different for other circus coaches and teachers based on cost of living on their location. So keep that in mind. And so personally, I made the choice not to teach aerial skills online, but I'll tell you what I do. What I do is act creation or mentorship. So if somebody comes to me and has all of the tools that they need to create an act, and I can trust that they will work safely, then I will review their act and sort of guide them on developing their act. Yay! So that's what I love to do personally, and I would rank that 10 out of 10. Yay! And I've also done a whole bunch of other crazy jobs that these websites recommend that I don't recommend. So comment down below, let me know if you want to hear any of those sorts of jobs that I do not recommend, or if you want to hear a crazy MLM story. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you want to see more circus-related content, please subscribe and ring that bell so that you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. And I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye!